It's funny how grief makes you do things you'd never imagine. That's what led me to that old brick building at the edge of town. People talked about how it had a reputation for healing broken hearts. The best therapist in the area, they said, without mentioning any names. I assumed it was some kind of marketing trick. Still, desperate to escape the endless shadow of loss, I booked an appointment. As I stepped into the dimly lit office, a chill crept up my spine, but I brushed it off. The room felt untouched by time, with a musty scent lingering in the air, like an old library that hadn't seen visitors in years. My therapist was an older gentleman, his voice a soothing whisper that seemed to float through the room. He sat behind a large, imposing desk, and his eyes, though kind, bore an unsettling depth. We talked for hours, each session peeling back layers of my grief. I felt lighter, almost as if he were drawing the sorrow out of me with every word. Yet, there was a strange, cold draft that always seemed to accompany our talks, as if the room itself was breathing with every revelation. I thought nothing of it, attributing the sensation to my own heightened emotions. Weeks passed, and the sessions became the highlight of my otherwise dreary existence. But one day, as I arrived for my appointment, I found the door ajar. Inside, the room was empty, save for a dusty file on the desk. Curiosity got the better of me, and I opened it. The first page was a newspaper clipping, yellowed with age. My heart skipped a beat as I read the headline, "Beloved Therapist Found Dead in Office, 1975." The picture below was unmistakably him. Panic surged through me, and I stumbled back, the room suddenly feeling colder than ever. Desperate for answers, I fled to the local library, poring over archives until I confirmed the impossible truth. My therapist had been dead for almost 50 years. I was left alone with the realization that I had been confiding in a ghost, a specter who still lingered to heal the wounds of the living. As I left the library, the air around me seemed to thicken, and I felt a familiar chill. From the corner of my eye, I caught a fleeting glimpse of a familiar figure in the reflection of the glass door. There he stood, offering a silent, understanding nod before vanishing into thin air.